it's 10 o'clock, let's call this meeting to order.
Commissioner Buckley. Commissioner Buckley, here you are, thank you. Commissioner Gallagher, Commissioner Cater.
Here.
There's a quorum present.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance and invocation. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today obviously needing healing for some of our members and some of our families and that we work with here. We also thank you for all the gifts that you bestow on us. We ask for mercy. We ask for divine guidance and wisdom. And all these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you guys for all coming today. Sorry it's just me. Pretty face, you got a lunch.
So are we.
So, got a nice crowd, and I will be the other one to say Kerry, he is going to come back really, really fast because he likes to be here.
We had to keep him away, but it's not wise for him to be right
Yes.
around this many people soon after the hour.
So here we go. Consent agenda. See it on the board. There's quite a few appointments up there that are replacing others that aren't here anymore, and just things we have to do, and that added a lot to it. Sorry about not having a meeting last week. So
He has the agenda where he's at, so, okay.
yes,
Yeah, your motion, you gonna make a motion?
go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda because I know most of those jobs there are just replacing people that's left.
Yes, I'll second that and roll call.
Okay.
All right, Commissioner Buckley. Say, then we gotta have a roll call. Commissioner Buckley.
Yeah,
Yes.
here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Commissioner?
and then yes.
Okay, Commissioner Gallagher.
All right. Any other questions? All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
No,
No.
roll call,
Aye.
sorry.
Roll call, Commissioner
Everything has to be
Buckley.
roll call.
Are you in
Aye.
favor? There you go, Commissioner.
Yes,
Gator.
okay.
Aye.
All right,
Forgot
here we
about
go.
that, that's right. Okay, yes, every item has to have a roll call. I understand, I'm sorry about that. So, the bid opening for the overlays for the road and bridge. And Brian, is there anything you want to say? We're just gonna go ahead and open them. And
I'm gonna put those right up here, and then if you're here on that and you would like to take a picture of them, come on forward. We have 3 bids. Okay,
Kim, do you have a booth or something?
Will Vern Bauman.
Okay.
Got all their bid stuff. I'll turn it to the page you guys probably are interested in. You guys can come on up. This is Leadville.
Whenever you're ready, come on. I think there's only one here, right? Oh, there's two. I'm so sorry, Ben.
Well,
Mr. Smith, I look right.
I
You
see
look right there.
everything.
I'm so sorry. Sorry,
is this what we need, jokers? Somebody.
So Joker, Bauman, and Leadville. Okay.
That good there? That good there? Okay. Brian, you want to take these afterwards? Or do you want just to have it give back to Linda and let her make copies and stuff?
Make copies of it.
Okay. As far as bidding, I just had, Chris and I was riding bikes the other day down Old Fredericktown Road by the Mennonite Market. That's where that is. If you've been down there, it's alligator crack everywhere down there. And because we were riding like this. So I said, I wonder if this is the part we're bidding out. It is. So it's one of the roads.
So what we'll do is, Lynn will make copies of these after the meeting. Brian will take those, if I'm understanding, and take it under advisement, and hopefully have something back next week for our
For some reason we need to do it quicker, we'll have a meeting like we're doing now, we'll post it properly.
right where you were at with letting Brian take these and we'll take it under advisement for next?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna take it under advisement.
Okay. And thank you guys that came and turned in bids and bid on it.
Kevin has one here.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right, we appreciate those. Let's see, item 2, permission to apply.
Need a roll call on that?
Oh, sorry, do we need a roll call on taking under advisement?
No, but, no. you-
Yeah. There was all.
No action.
No action,
No action.
there you go, thank you. Permission to apply for the, SFY 2007 Missouri Blue Grant Shield Grant. There's my, thank you, Mike, go ahead.
This is the Missouri Blue Shield Grant. Last year we applied for this. There's two parts. You have to become a Blue Shield community, which we did last year, and then we redid that application earlier this year to be recognized as a Blue Shield community. This is the grant portion of it. It is a non-matching grant. The total award amount is $28,985.50. And we will be asking to apply that full amount to our body worn camera system. $28,985.50.
Can you
Okay.
move the camera? Can you move the camera? Move it to this way? I'm sorry, but we've got several people coming up to talk today. And the only way that he's gonna hear this over the phone, is to be by the phone.
So the $28,985.50 for that grant is,
Yes, it'll be for our annual, it'll be used to pay our annual fee for our body worn camera system at Mobile.
all right, so, I'll make a motion since we got here to give permission to apply for the SFY, 2027 Missouri Blue Shield Grant for $28,985.50.
I'll second that.
Okay?
Any other discussion?
Yeah,
on
I'll second.
it?
We
Okay.
got it.
No other discussion, hearing none, roll call for approval?
Mr. Buckley?
I approve.
Commissioner Cater?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it.
All right.
The reason, well, why do we need that if we give you a microphone? The microphone is only for our recording, for putting it on our website. It doesn't amplify it.
All right, change order number 1 for Joker's Owl Creek Park Phase 2, Mike.
Mike Sumter, Citrus County Parks Director. What we're looking for today is, we come in a little under budget. The exact number on this change order is $10,282.32. We went over a little bit on the asphalt, but, we made it for that, and made quite a bit of savings in, rock excavation that we ended up, skirting around, and we also saved on, culvert pipe.
So change order, money back,
Money we don't have to pay.
Don't have to pay, right. I like
Put it
that.
over good.
Gary, did you get to hear all that?
Yes, I heard it all.
And you got the number?
I couldn't hear the number real good, Dave. No.
$10,282.32.
Once again, this is
Okay,
this is a
motion.
reduction in what we're paying on
And a
time.
reduction, yes, we're not getting out to pay it, thank you very much. Awesome. Did you wanna make that motion?
Okay, I'll make the motion that we approve the change order, reduction for Jokers Incorporated for Owl Creek Park on Phase 2 Trail. Dave, give the number.
$10,282.32.
Correct. Correct.
Are you second?
And I second that. Roll call, please.
Discussion?
Oh, I'm sorry, any discussion? You guys got to deal with me, I'm so sorry. No discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Buckley?
I approve.
Commissioner Cater?
Aye. All right. Thank you, Mike, I appreciate that. Great job out there at the Owl Creek, guys. If you haven't gone to that new portion of it, it's nice. You guys have got to get out there and see that. They've done a terrific job on that. Okay, request to waive the penalty and interest of $965.03 for Diane and Larry Miller with collector.
Do you need me to come up or?
Oh, you want me to change it up? If you don't mind, or, yeah, if you, because Carrie can hear better that way.
Now, anybody speaking, if you could, speak loud enough that the phone can pick it up, please.
Angie Usry, collector. I had a call requesting interest and penalty be waived for these two personal property accounts. This couple had moved to Illinois, and they had 2023 personal property bills out there. They said they changed the address before they moved, and they did not get any bills, did not know anything about it until 2026. Whenever there's delinquent like that, it does not print a current bill if it's not included in that file. And they said that they did change the address, and then when we got it back, we had sent it when we used our LexisNexis to try to find a current address. So I told them that I would present it.
All right, and no fault to the county, of the counties?
They just said that they
Or
did
is it
change
fault?
the address,
Or it's fault
and
of
it
the-
never came to them.
No fault to them.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, if you're for that, Barry, did you get to hear all that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
This was not the county's fault, right?
They said
The
they
county
did
was
submit
not
a
involved.
change of address, and it was never changed.
So it wasn't the fault of the people, it's the fault of the county per se of not having the right
Okay.
address. So that's the only reason we.
Okay.
we're waiting. Go ahead.
I'll-
That's
I'll
been our
make- I'll make a
policy,
motion.
to waive them if it's not the taxpayer's fault, so I know you guys have stuck with that.
Yeah, you want me to go ahead and make a motion?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the request to waive the penalty and interest of $965.03 to Larry and Diane Miller.
I'm gonna second that. Any discussion on that?
They did want me to mention that they don't even need this. It's, old enough that they don't even need it, but they said that they just want to do the right thing and pay the taxes that they did owe. They just felt like they shouldn't have to pay the interest and penalty since they changed the address.
Thank you. All right, roll call please.
Mr. Cater,
Yeah, aye.
Mr. Buckley?
Aye.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you for that. All right, and you
Two
got.
other things, so I didn't know if you
You
were gonna.
do, but I don't
Okay.
think I put them in order, and I'm sorry about
No
that,
problem.
but I hate to call you back up here in a minute. Thank you. Permission to proceed with Cochran to do T&E survey on boundary lines around transfer station.
You want me to go over
I
that?
gotta
or-
keep up. If you want, that's fine.
You want me to talk?
Yeah, go ahead, Carrie, if anybody, yeah, go ahead.
Well, what this is, we have, it's kind of for the future of the park, but we need a quick survey on the landfill, boundaries. We went through the, assessor's office, and they give us good boundary lines, but from the old boundary lines, we have 3 different, boundary lines that's showing on paper. So we have to get appropriate for Cochran to get a direct boundary line on the transfer station, so for future references for the park. And what we're going to do is go ahead and let Cochran do it, and then the landfill will reimburse. But it will take too long to get it done, going through the process of having a meeting at the landfill. So we're going to let the county, Cochran, do it, and then we'll reimburse the county, the landfill.
So we're gonna use our on-call surveyor. to
Yeah.
do that for T&E.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Someone make a motion to
Okay,
that?
is that are you making a motion of that, or?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to that.
Okay. Okay,
Make a motion to proceed, yeah.
I second that. Any discussion?
For those of you that aren't aware, our landfill boundary abuts the park boundary, and there's some things that are needing to be clarified there. So, and then the reason we're doing it is because the landfill is a quasi-governmental, but it's not, doesn't belong to anybody, and they meet infrequently, we need to get it done for some things, and then they will reimburse the cost of their proper survey. Okay?
Any other discussion? Okay, roll call please.
Mr. Buckley,
Aye.
Mr. Gator,
Aye. All right, so I'm gonna just this first. All right, so we have to create a assessor, field appraiser, supervisor to add the duties as a temp floodplain administrator. So what we're gonna do is take that from a grade 6 to a grade 7, adding those duties. And then you can read that 100, it's a $5 increase.
The reason for this is we've got several projects that involve grants and other things that we have to have the floodplain. And since Harold is out of commission right now, we have to appoint a temporary person to do that, to sign off on these forms that go away for the grants.
Yes. So
Wanna make that?
I will make that motion to create the assessor, field appraiser, supervisory duties as temp floodplain administrator, and move that from a grade 6 to grade 7 for that $5 increase at $22.06 per hour.
You second that?
I will second that, yes.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. Buckley?
Aye.
Mr. Cater?
Aye. Okay, thank you guys.
All right, now you created the position, so.
Yes, so now, number 7, Albert Mingy as the floodplain administrator. And we need that for the paperwork, so. I make a motion, we appoint Albert Mingy as our floodplain administrator.
I'll second that.
Any discussion on that?
How long is the appointment for?
As
Indefinitely.
long as we need it. Should say that, so. I can't put a
Comes back.
time. So, okay, hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. Cater?
Yeah, aye.
Mr. Buckley?
Aye.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, deed transfer to new trustees, preferred land title, and I'm sorry, Ann, I
That's
bring you
okay.
back up.
I need the exercise.
My fault. Cause you got the next tweet.
Okay, so we had a situation where the county trustee retired in March. That was Barb Shelton. So there's 239 trustee properties right now that are still under the trustee's name. We have a newly appointed trustee, and that's Haley Smith. And per the attorney for the counties, we had to do a trustee, or a transfer rather, from Barb Shelton to the successor trustee, which is Haley. And so another attorney reached out and said it would be a lot cheaper, is what he said, instead of him to do it, to have a title company be involved in that transfer. They could include all the legals that have previously been recorded, keep us on the same page with that. And it was first quoted and thought that it could be anywhere from $17,000 to $20,000 to do all this. And Preferred Land Title is the only one out of 3 title companies that's shown any interest, and they have quoted me $3,500. Kara Dietrich with Preferred is also an attorney, and she looked into it and really had a lot of knowledge. Continental Title and True Title said it was too much, they didn't want to take it on, and was not interested, so I have all that documented. So I'd like to move forward so Haley can start selling the trustee properties. We have probably at least 30 people waiting. So it's a very time-sensitive thing. We're going about it a little different than it's always been.
And Angie did reach out, and I appreciate that. She did try due diligence to get the other bids, but since the one contacted her, the other 2 could not be contacted. She did do that 3 contacts, so wanted to make sure that we gave that to our local title companies and gave them the option to bid on that if we wanted to. So thank you for doing that. That's why I wanted people to know she does have that documented, just
Okay,
so I don't get swept.
Are you gonna make a motion?
I will make the
Would you
motion.
please include where it's gonna be paid out of tax maintenance fund?
Yes, okay, yes, I will. So I'm gonna make a motion that the deed transfer to the new trustee through Preferred Land Title for $3,500 paid out of the tax maintenance fund for the collector's office.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion on that? Nothing, I'm sorry, roll call, I love that.
Commissioner Cater?
That's awesome. Aye.
Commissioner Buckley?
Aye.
Thank you for that, okay, thank you. And the next one, permission to allow the, don't do it, auto agent. Go ahead.
Okay, Auto Agent is our credit card processing company. They have been for 6 years. I have never worked with a company so professional and so wonderful ever. They just keep adding also more services. So currently, I do installment payments for up-to-date real estate only. People enroll in that in January. We've been doing that for a couple years now, and it's people pay their monthly real estate so they don't have to come up with the whole amount, you know, at December. So Auto Agent is now offering a service to where they will do the same, but there will be no cost to the county, no work at all on the collector's office. We've already had so many extra job duties added to us, so that is a real blessing. People can just go on their site, enroll, and they take care of everything from A to Z. But it will also include the personal property. A lot of collectors don't enroll for installment payments for personal property because there's so many changes in court orders done. Misty knows that. And that's a continual changing all the time. And so right now we're just doing real estate. So this company, I just want to be able to offer their service and offer it to the taxpayers if they want to. Now they'll make monthly payments through that, and they'll have all the control. If they decide they don't want to do it anymore, they just submit that on their website, and then they don't have to continue using that company. So,
And if there are any fees that
there
Auto
is,
Agent goes
yes.
through the.
yes, through their own
Taxpayer.
processing, yes,
Yeah.
and that's between them. An
Just like any
agreement.
credit cards.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's awesome.
And this is something we had requested of your office a year or so ago to try to pursue something for
Yes.
people that wanted to pay it on a timely.
Yeah, and I've got, I believe, 14 people right now enrolled, and that's really going well. But it's involved in our monthly reconciliations, all this. Auto Agent, I want to say also, once they get people that's wanting to use their service, when it's time for the taxes to be paid, that'll just be deposited into the same account that they deposit now.
Thank you very much.
Be very efficient.
All right, so I'll make a motion to give permission to allow Auto Agent to offer St. Francis County taxpayers the option to make installment payments for real estate and for real estate, at no cost to the county.
I'll second that.
Okay.
It's personal property too, right, Dave?
Yes.
I'm sorry, it is personal property.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the payment they can pay. Yeah, yes. Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you,
I'll
Bud.
second that.
Any comments?
This information's gonna be on the
Yeah,
website.
Yes.
Amber?
I just wanted to verify, so Auto Agent will keep the money
They will.
on there?
They
and-
will, because they'll be doing all the work.
Okay, so if there becomes a discrepancy, like say when somebody goes to pay and they're like, well, I paid more than, they gotta fight Auto Agent on that.
Not just that, I can also get any reports that I ask for to keep it updated. Yeah.
And Rich?
Thank you. When we say real estate taxes, Angie, we're talking about all the components that make that up, whether it be the school tax, road and bridge, all that's included in this opportunity.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Any, Linda?
When will it start for like the personal property? If we do it now, will it take?
They actually said that since there'll be a new year coming out, that people can start enrolling right away. And because they won't have it broke down as many payments now since it's already almost August. But it will start new every year, and it'll be monthly payments and making it a lot easier on people. And they will also, I'm gonna say, Auto Agent also will give us like the advertising part of it with all these informational sheets that we can share and have available on our website. So if they have any questions, they may not even have to call us or Auto Agent because we'll have the answers right there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments? None? Roll call, please.
Mr. Gator,
Aye.
Mr. Buckley,
Aye.
Right. Okay, let's apply for the solid waste grant, road bridge. Brian?
I'd just like to apply for a solid waste grant for January 2027, run through December 31st of 2027. Basically just disposable solid waste, tires.
All right. So,
You need a motion?
yes, please.
Okay, I'll, make a motion for permission to allow, or permission to apply for the solid waste grant. One 2027 and 12/31/2027. Road and Bridge.
Okay, I'll second that. Any discussion? Yes.
What does that entail as far as an amount?
We're looking, total 65,000 for the grant. 25% match.
Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Cater,
Yeah, aye.
Commissioner Buckley,
Aye.
All right. Let's go to number 11. Okay, so number 11 is a public notice informing residents of the upcoming construction at Kings Road Bridge for the road and bridge. And
Yeah.
I did add a slide for this one, so have it posted.
what this is saying, we're having to close that road. They have a option to go around, but we have to inform the people and let them know that it's our intent to redo that bridge. It's one of those requirements when you go through the state, so we're doing it officially. We actually talked about this and went back, it was in April, that we talked about this in one of the meetings. So we already discussed it, but we have to show them that we discussed it in a public meeting. So we now have discussed it, that we're planning on putting that bridge.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, so it's there. Anybody want a picture? You're more than welcome to take it. It will be on our website, so there you go.
And I would ask that you do a resolution, just because they get picky, saying that you discussed and approved the notice.
We could do a resolution. that says that.
Or, yes, you can make a motion.
Oh, you
So,
want a motion?
yeah, make a
Okay,
motion
sorry.
that you,
So I make a motion that we give public notice for informing the residents of the upcoming construction of Kings Road Bridge for the road and bridge. Perfect.
would you
I'll
second that,
second that.
Commissioner Buckley?
I'll second.
Yep, all right.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Commissioner Cater,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckley.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, so the Forest Service, we get a whole $1,500 from the Forest Service, which is fine because they give a large amount, places like Iron County and Madison County for their Forest Service money and secured rural school funding. So what we want to do is we want to keep that funding the same, the $1,500 we come in with. It's, if I'm not mistaken, Bridget, goes to schools.
75%, yeah.
75 of it to schools,
Yep.
and then broken down into the little, we'd like to keep that formula the same, so I'm gonna make a motion that we, the Forest Service rural schools funding stay the same.
I'll second.
Any discussion on that?
What that is a while back, the Forest Department has so many acres that are not taxed, and therefore they try to make it up to the schools, because if it comes off the rolls, then the schools are complaining, and they're primarily taxing, and that you need to make up for all this if you're gonna take it off. For example, Carter County, half of the county is government land. About 52% or something like that, so that really affects your taxation, since that's off the tax rolls. So that's what this was brought up a few years ago, to try to make up for that.
Awesome.
All right, so you're
Okay.
ready to vote.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. Cater,
Aye.
Mr. Buckley.
Aye.
Okay, let's go to number 13. This is a long one, yeah, sorry. Permission to apply for the hazard mitigation grant through FEMA for the buildings, vehicles, and equipment damage. This is the money that they declared a disaster. So out of the storm, you gotta remember, these storms are all broke into the dates. And this is the storm that we had with the hail. Some might know better than others. A lot of buildings, a lot of cars got destroyed. So we were able to, Bridget was able to get with a couple and turn that application in to them. So we will work on getting a disbursement from them, and that's what we're working on. So
It's
I think
very
you guys
important,
were-
because they pay 75% reimbursement if we qualify. It's a lot of hurdles that she has to jump through. The state typically pays 10%. So, because every one of our buildings have to be insured separately, and we have a $100,000 deductible on every building, we have a lot of, and we have 20-some cars that have been either totaled. A lot of our cars that we have taken off of insurance because they were so old. This is going to now allow us to try to recoup some of that losses. The same way with your guys going out and working the limbs and their time, on the road crews time, will all be, if we do it correctly, subject to the federal government, because they declared this county in the disaster area, so we can get some reimbursement, which would help us, because those ones we weren't insured are killing us. And there was only 2 of our buildings that, they all had damage, fairly significant damage, but according to the adjuster, only 2 that qualified for over the $100,000 deduction.
So, make a motion actually to apply give permission to apply for the hazard mitigation grant, FEMA, and SEMA, buildings, vehicles, and equipment damage.
I'll second that.
Any discussion more? Rich?
Would that also include the new structures we put up down at Owl Creek?
It would, if that's, but I'm not sure if it even got that far.
Wasn't any damage for that area.
For that area, so.
Let's say with floods or something.
That will be a different, see, like I said, this is, each date is set as a declaration of the disaster, so they are just saying that date. But if in future, yeah, that would cover, if they declared other storms, that would cover all that, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a limit per, not necessarily event, but per county, how many times you can apply, and regardless of the number of disasters or what?
Not at this point.
Not yet. No, it's what you got and what's your number, so right now. All right.
Let me clarify, based on the meeting we attended, it'll all be based on funding that is available. There's no guarantee that there's funding available, am I correct?
That's correct, that's what I said, it's subject to. But this is the policy they do in all. So it's at least one way for us to co-op. We have to evaluate every building and see if it's structural or cosmetic, and make a determination if it's the jail, and we're not gonna be marketing in the housing market. If it's just cosmetic, we may be able to take some of that money and use it to repair the roof, for example, on the other building. There's gonna be a lot of work that's to be done in that. And we have to figure out what's worth claiming and what's not worth claiming, but at least it could help us. And we've got a lot of deductible.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cater?
Aye.
Mr. Buckley?
Aye.
All right, so in this meeting, we come to the great part of Hendrick ending her extension, and I am so sorry to put you to the back, but just in case things happen, we have to do that. Because I really enjoy your reports.
Thank you. We appreciate being able to get in front of people and explain what we do. It's not a secret, but a secret that extension is never touted loud enough. People don't know about us, and so if you see a program that we offer, please share it with family, friends, neighbors, or whatever that you think may benefit from the programs. So just kind of a summary. We all know how reporting is. If reporting is only as good as what people put into it, but I have some numbers of our extension reach in the county as of the 1st of July. We've reached nearly 1,050 participants, and that's direct participants that have actually sat down at a program, or we've talked to one-on-one and so forth. That's not indirect, that somebody may have came in and picked up a guide sheet or read something on the internet. So we've had 51 program sessions, and some of the best things about Extension is our volunteers. We have 94 volunteers that are contributing to Extension, and that includes anything from our youth to our master gardeners and so forth. So speaking of our youth, the county fair is coming up next week. So if you want to see some of the great things that our youth is doing, that's kind of a culmination of their project here. Not only for livestock, which is kind of the predominant portions of the fair, but also go into that building and look at the exhibits. The kids do an exhibit or a poster or whatever explaining what they learned in their project area. And it's really amazing, whether it be photography or crafts or doing a poster about how they raised their market hog. It's really neat to see what the kids have learned. Another thing I'd like to point out with 4-H is we wrapped up our 4-H Feeding Missouri program, and Casey Amston and Janet Brown are our two 4-H youth specialists, and they served 30,077 meals in just January to the end of April. And so that's not only collecting food, that's also a monetary contributions, but also they went out to the kids where they're at a couple of bus stops. You know, kids get off at Lake Timberline area or Goose Creek area, and they handed out meal bags for those kids to get off the bus, grab it, and take it to the house, instead of trying to make sure it gets from the school to the house. So that was pretty neat. They also had our 4-H kids volunteer and fix meals. We had a chicken and dumpling dinner that served several hundred meals to not only residents but kids as well. In the livestock realm, Mike Graham's our livestock specialist. You can see, if you pick this up, the sheer amount of questions that come in for the livestock. Some of them are very interesting, and so he has kind of a list. Katie Kamler as well, our horticulture specialist, has a list of questions that come in. So that's a lot of what we do, is people call in and say, identify this, or what is happening to my plant, or you know, my cattle are sick or losing hair, or some odd thing that's happening, and we try to come up with an answer for them. And so one of the highlights for Mike is, of course, the Show Me Select program. In May, we had a sale here at Farmington Regional Stockyards. Average sale price for those bred heifers was $4,655 per head. We know cattle prices are up, and it's great to see our producers participating in that, being able to market those high quality animals. So, Katie Kamler, one of her things is training master gardeners, and we have several great groups in the areas she covers. She covers 8 counties, and so we have master gardener groups in each of those counties, and they do a lot of volunteer work. And so if you see some of these potted plants throughout town, more than likely it's either a garden club or a master gardener group that actually manages that, helps beautify the community. Kate McDonald is our agronomy specialist, and she's based out of Franklin County but serves this county. And so she does a lot of, answers a lot of questions about crops or pasture management. One of her big questions she answers is control of invasive plants or weeds. So if you do have an issue, and that's not necessarily in pastures, that could be in woodlands, or it could be even in your yard, we can make some recommendations on control of that, whether it's natural control, chemical control, whatever best fits your situation. Community Health, Sarah Barks. One of the things she's doing, and we're taking advantage of Owl Creek Park, is doing a 100 miles, 100 days program. That started back in June. If you're interested in trying to have some carrot to help you motivate to walk a little bit, this program is pretty neat. It's completely voluntary, completely free. You're just going to sign up and log your miles, potentially to win some prizes. But we are going to have an event August 14th at 8:30 a.m. Hopefully it's not as hot as today. Out at Owl Creek Park, and just kind of doing a walk through the park, and then our natural resource specialist Sarah Higgins is going to talk about native and invasive plants. So kind of a walkthrough and identifying. So if you're maybe have some of those plants in your garden or yard, we can help identify those. And it's a great way to get moving. Everybody needs to exercise, so I know I do. But Sarah Barks also helped participate in the 4-H Feeding Missouri program as well. Finally, on on some of our events coming up. Mike has some a newsletter that goes out once a month. If you're interested in signing up for that related to livestock, he has some pretty interesting topics in there. And then one last program that I'd like to advertise. It is a virtual program. We've kind of switched to a lot of virtual programs, so if you're interested in something, get on our website. A lot of times you can just sit in your house and sit through a virtual program. You don't have to come into town. This one is Finances of Caregiving, and we're seeing a lot more people trying to take care of family, relatives, or whatnot. And so this program is going to go through how the costs associated with that, whether dealing with insurance or maybe how to pay yourself for taking care of your loved one. So that starts on July 27th, so that is next week. Class time is 4 to 5 p.m. and again, it's virtual and free. So if you're interested in that, we have a way to sign up for that. We also have other options on some of those programs that Sarah Barks is getting trained on. Tai Chi is one of those. I know we have multi-session programs on that, and she's wanting to start some of that up. So if you're interested, let us know, and we can kind of work around some schedules and so forth. But some of those great things, no need to pay for a gym fee. You can come to the free and extension program. So just use us. We love to help inform people. It's amazing the amount of information we have. I have not even touched on this stuff we have available information-wise. So they tout us as the place to go when you need to know.
We appreciate you. I had a question though. I tried to page and I saw pancakes, so I couldn't make it past that. So, do I have to be an exhibitor to go to the pancake breakfast, or can I come to this meeting?
We'll let you come.
Thank you.
We would love to have you there. We do it for, we don't limit who comes, but
Gotcha.
we do it for the kids.
And I
because
appreciate, yes, because they are amazing.
They're out there at the fair feeding their animals, and so.
You can tell them.
Yeah, we feed them too.
Awesome. That was a lot. So,
And
does
I think
anybody
that's
have
enough.
any questions for the extension? They do an amazing job, and if you can get involved by volunteering anything, only because they tell me I can cook hot dogs for the kids. I love to do that. And to watch those kids come down after showing their, practicing to show their animals, their livestock. It's amazing watching. They come from all over, and it's great. Anyway.
I do have one other thing that I forgot.
Yes.
With the flooding that happened in Park Hills recently, we work in every county in the state. So we're working in Reynolds and Iron County and Crawford County as well. But we do have flood resources, whether it be, your power was out and you're not sure if you need to throw your food away, all the way to, how do you clean mold from your basement? Not only residential, but cleaning up your fields. How do you get rid of the gravel? Is your hay that went underwater safe to feed your animals? That kind of stuff. So we have all those resources available. It's just really hard to get those out to the public. It's not like we have a table. They may have a mark set up where people can come and get cleaning supplies and information, but we'll try to set up there. But a lot of times it's after the fact. People need to know, can I keep that food? Last week they needed to know, and so if you know somebody who needs some of that information, please pass it on.
Thank you, Kendra. Appreciate it. Appreciate the extension of all they do. All right, moving right along. I guess I nearly changed that. Sorry. Okay, so next planned meeting, I got I think it's Tuesday, July 28th. I think it's the date wrong. 10 a.m. here. Is that date right?
No, that's correct.
Right? Thank you. I like it. All right, and so, any correspondence? Yeah, well, I do have, Rusty Parker, public comment.
I'm trying to make it short, everybody.
Okay.
I'm Rusty Parker. I want to thank the commissioners for letting me speak here today. I grew up in the old town of Elvins. Been here all my life. Transferred over to Deloge, where my grandma and grandpa property and bought their home. Well, seems like when I did that, everything went downhill. I'm here because every citizen deserves equal treatment under the law. Laws need to be enforced consistently, and they need to be known how consistency they are by the realm and treatment that people receive differently. For years, I have followed up on proper channels to try and report my concerns to the Deloche Police Department, the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department, and even had to go to Jefferson City on a couple of trips to seek some guidance and input. Despite all the efforts, the issue still remains. One of the most troubling aspects about this situation is an altercation of a public document openly admitted to and acknowledged during a city council meeting. Yet, to my knowledge, no accountability has followed. When a public official acknowledges altering an official record, citizens reasonably expect that the matter would be investigated, and instead I have watched the issue remain unresolved while enforcement or lack of continues against me. Not only me, but my wife, as my wife was the one who was almost hit at nighttime while leaving to go care for others, as my wife works for Serenity as a home health nurse. This isn't simply about a fence or warrant ordinance. It is about confidence in our government. If public records can be altered without review, or ordinance be enforced differently depending on who the individual is, then every citizen should be concerned. This issue has become personal to me because as I continue to research the true death of my stepmother from 1972, I have come across great evidence and have been flattered by some people who reached out to me. My purpose is not to accuse without evidence, but to ask the public records to be treated with integrity and that legitimate questions receive the honest answers. One university that I sent information to has resolved that there is a gap in the timing. Somehow, there's a 5-hour gap. I don't have the documents with me, but I'd be glad to send them to anybody. The document explicitly states that the homicide occurred at 6:44 on a parking lot, and Ted Bowyer announced her pronounced dead at 6:47 a.m. The hospital delay, despite being pronounced dead at 6:47 on their own parking lot, shows that the document has rightly been aired and it's worth investigating because they marked down the time of 11:55 a.m., some 5 hours later. I don't want to go too far into that because I'm still working on it. I got some other information coming in for it. But I went to Jefferson City last week and talked to some people up there with what's going on over in Deloge. And I was informed, as I believe Sheriff Christ even informed me, the first person you should talk to is your mayor, because the mayor should be handling this situation. Well, I think it's too political. And according to what I received from Jefferson City, there's an official misconduct taking place. It's called 576.040. There's tampering with a public record. That's number 575.100. And there should be a forfeiture of officer. And it claims that if he knowingly violated or committed a crime by altering a record, you should give up your office and receive forfeiture of office and be removed through a statutory process. I've been over here at the courthouse, and I hate to say this, but I've been singled out. And I've done nothing to nobody, but I will stand up for myself because it's that important to me. Everybody should be treated equal. They had me going to court over frivolous charge of harassment by phone. So now, since that got dropped, now I'm going back for harassment and verbally. But yet, the true crime and the true information still stands there. So, I just want to let that know. I know Mr. Caters from Deloge. I've been talking to Chief Kreitz. I guess I talked to him maybe 6 months ago or so. And there was an investigation that went on, but if you give somebody true evidence and they don't go talk to the people that's involved in it, was there really an investigation, or does it tend to lead towards more of a just personalized cover-up towards somebody? So, I'm really upset with the whole situation. My family lived there since 1938. I want to keep my family forever, but it's really not worth the hassle with my cancer battle going on. The doctors told me the stress will kill you, Rusty. So we finally put we're gonna put my grandma and grandpa's house up for sale. It's terrible, but I just hate to see the blank issues that rive over there. And I've been to several council meetings. I've talked to the mayor. Several council members came over and looked at the issue. They all agree that it is an issue. It breaks several ordinances within the city's laws. But I can't get nowhere, but I just wanted to come out here. I thank Mr. Kreitz for helping me. I thank the commissioners for letting me speak today, and hopefully next time I speak here it'll be on better news. I thank the people who reach out to me and send me letters. I can't solve everything. If I'm not there, I don't have a problem standing up for people. I'll stand right beside anybody if you got a complaint. But I can't speak for you, because if I wasn't there during the issue, then I'll be happy to stand with you, but I can't verify that whatever happened. But once again, I just thank you guys for letting me speak here, and I look forward to talking to you in the near future. As soon as I get the rest of the report in, I'll hand it out to everybody.
Thank you, Rusty.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. While we're on it, any other public comment? Okay. And correspondence, really quite a few, but you sent them over to Brian, and we appreciate you guys thinking of those. Angie?
I'll just give an update. We have a total of 4,292 seniors that have enrolled and been approved. That's 894 additional from last year. And it's approximately 2,300 that did not have to come back in the building. Seniors have to come in and renew.
All right. Since we're on departmental reports now, is there anything else from your department you want to report? Okay. Any other departmental reports for moving to the sheriff? How about you, Kevin? You got one there?
We're voting. Today's first day of no street balloting. We've got 2 more weeks. Election's 2 weeks from today. We asked people that work or live around Farmington to vote at the Civic Center at the First State Bank Center. And come on in. We've had 200 and approximately 50 people vote so far.
Sheriff.
Okay, I'm gonna give you last week's report and then finish it up with this week's report. So last week, our calls for service were 411. That was up 15 over the week prior. That left us at 10,891 for the year. Our jail population went up by 5 to 120. That's 102 males, 18 females. I want to give some recognition with all the flooding that was mentioned. We put it out there that we would collect donations. The citizens, and not just from this county, I'm sure from other counties as well, and several business people brought in. It filled up our training room, so I had to get it out of there quick. We didn't have any room. So Monday the 13th, with the help of inmate trustees, off-duty deputies, I think maybe an IT helped a little bit, probably not supposed to say that, but we loaded 2 20-foot tandem axle trailers with hygiene, food, medical supplies, pet food, diapers, all the stuff that they needed. And we also took 2 rollbacks with about 8 pallets of water. We first headed to Iron County. They said they were doing pretty well at that time, so we went all the way down to Reynolds County. The people down in Reynolds County were so appreciative. They couldn't believe our county came all the way over there to help them. So it was just great. I was glad to represent the county and the citizens for everything they've done. We also took a couple smaller box trailers over to Park Hills to help out with Elvins. I don't think there was as many people affected there as down south. So just got to throw it out there. Everybody in the county heard a need. They stepped up, and it was really, really heartfelt when we got down there. So we'll roll into this week. We went down about 12 calls this last week to 399, so that was a decrease, which was good. So that brings the yearly total to 11,290. Our population went up by 1,
121, that's 103 males, 18 females. And then I wanted to mention some training. We had 3 patrol corporals attend a 5-day search and arrest warrant class in Meridian, Mississippi, which is put on by the National Guard. That's the class and lodging are free. All we have to pay for is transportation there and the deputy's salary. We also had a detective and a patrol deputy who is currently doing an internship with the Detective Bureau. They went to St. Charles for a 1-day child death investigation class. That also was free training that we were able to utilize. So that's kind of been it for the last 2 weeks.
Really? Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for the sheriff?
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Be
Bet.
safe in that heat. All right, how about Road and Bridge?
Kind of a recap over the past 2 weeks. We did quite a bit of extensive pothole patching in the north and south areas. Crews continue working on a stretch of Perrine Road. We're trying to widen it some, trying to end up overlaying it with our own crews. Cleaned out a resident culvert pipe on Berry. We put a new culvert on Old Fredericktown Road. Finished up the concrete work we done, started at the Juvenile Center. We finished up the sidewalk, turned out well. Finished cleaning up some brush we had from the storm left over. We recently paved Long Road and McDowell off of Hurryville. It was kind of an experimental trial with our new paver. Try to get a feel for it for crews before we go out to some bigger projects we're gonna do. Place some riprap on Old Irondale Road. We have also sent manpower and dump trucks down to Reynolds County to help with the flooding that they received and the storm damage down there. We did quite a bit of sign work, continuing our stickers. We placed 6-cent signs on Denman, Old Fredericktown, Thomas, Sand Creek, Watson, Old Vandergrift, Stop Ahead, and Winding Road on Possum Hollow, 45 miles an hour on Flat River Road, turn left on Old Fredericktown and impassable during high water. Side road sign on Coldmeyer, Old Fredericktown, placed 2 temporary detour signs on Gruner, then linear and basement Westmeyer, College Street, Madison Road, and a 9-inch on Madison, 2 chevrons on a post on Conway Road, side road on Coldmeyer and Old Fredericktown. It's been a while back, we had 30 signs that was vandalized in our county. We got all of them replaced. Like I say, it was a tremendous cost to the county. We're looking probably upwards of over probably $3,000. If anybody knows any persons that was responsible for it,
Was there a common theme to them at all? Was there any stuff being done to them or just stolen, or was there one area of town?
This spray painted. We tried taking some graffiti remover, but it kind of defaced that reflective coating.
Did it kind of look like it was the same, maybe person doing, or people doing it all, or just different incidents?
We're kind of looking into it, because I know some of the political signs have been vandalized too, also in the county. But we're looking at it, hopefully we'll get some maybe leads, maybe some information. So anybody has any information on that, will remain anonymous. 573-454-3014 is our number. You can contact the Sheriff Department and let them know if you have any information. Our prison crews have did some weeding in Old Fredericktown and McDowell, trimmed it out. We had a call out on Mitchell Road last week with the pipeline construction crew. They had a part of the road that had sloughed off. Car damaged the vehicle tire and rim, I believe. We've got an estimate not put together for our crews going back up. We'll get reimbursed from the pipeline company for that work we've done. We had a tremendous amount of rain last Thursday. It caused some flooding out Hunt Road. Came up pretty quick, went down pretty fast, but it was probably a foot of road over some of the roads out in that area. Mechanic work, we work on a batwing mower, hydraulic line on a mini excavator, got an oil leak on the truck, did some transmission service on some of the vehicles, and that's basically about it. Recently we just had our bid openings. Hope, with our oil prices, they stay low, we get some good figures back on them for our oil prices and overlays.
Brian, thank you. Anybody got any questions for Highway Administrator? All right, none. Any other department reports?
I'm
Yes.
just gonna update again, it's been a while since I brought it up, everybody's been doing a good job with it, but again, remember, we get these, when we get these invoices, these bills, get them submitted as soon as we can. We know the mailing service is still very slow right now, things are getting lost. And also, push your vendors to go, direct deposit, AFT, ACH, however you wanna refer to it as. It's an easy way to get them paid quicker, it gets their money in their account quicker, they're building interest quicker. It makes it easier for everybody, it's also easier to track down, like, we get these payments lost in the mail sometimes, and I know it's frustrating to the vendors, they're wanting to get paid, it's also frustrating to us, because then we have checks just floating out there and nobody knows where they're at, so. If you can push them on to ACH direct deposit, please try to, if you need me to call them to try to tell them the benefits of it, I'm happy to, but, we wanna pay our vendors, we appreciate all the work they do for us and everything, so we wanna make sure they're getting paid quickly, so. And we're not getting any late fees, because like I brought it before, we require people to pay late fees when they're late on their payments, we are held to the same standard, that we will pay those late fees, and that's taxpayers' money, so try not to do that.
Thank you, Parks.
Yep.
Any other? Okay. Well, we've come to a part where I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, Commissioner Cater,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckner,
Aye.
we're adjourned.
We're adjourned. Thank you, guys. Thank you.